Okay. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Say hello when you're popping on and let me know where you're watching from. We're going to be working with a new item tonight. It is our new Farmhouse bunny. And we will be painting him. And Wednesday we will be decorating with him. So, make sure everything's turned down. Okay. We got one place. Now let's see if we can get it in the other. Okay. There we go. We are good to go. Yay! Alright. So, I've got a few pieces to this one. I've never done a gray bunny, so I think we're going to work with gray tonight, and we're going to work on some shading and accenting. So, he comes with a carrot, some little paws, a tail, and a nose. So, I think we're going to get started. Hi, Nanny Dot. How are you? And I'm hoping I have enough of this. We will see. I don't know. Maybe I should start on the front. And then if we don't have enough to do the back, I can get it at another time. So, we're going to start with our angle brush. And we're going to go ahead and swipe this way. Not inward, outward. Unless you want to do the sides, then it wouldn't matter. I like my green, the wood on the side to show. So that's why I do it this way. Say hello when you're popping on and let me know where you're watching from. Everybody have a great weekend. We had ice. And we got a bunch of, I think 3 storms this week coming in. So we're going to have to be prepared for anything. You've got all your little lines here. So you know where you're going to put your nose, you know where your eyes go, you know where your whiskers go. We're going to do something a little bit different with this guy tonight. Y'all looking forward to Valentine's Day? Yeah, I think I have enough to do the back, but I don't know if I want to. Well, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do it. Why we have it out, and it's right here. I angled in when I should have angled out. Feels kind of strange working with a bunny when we haven't even had St. Patrick's Day yet. And last year it came early, so I'm glad it's later. You could, if you didn't want to do it that way, you could also angle it and get your brush strokes going down. I like to just do it and get it on there. So that's why I paint this way. Sometimes when you get to the end of the bottle, you've got some paint slime. Kind of gums it up. Alright. So we'll go ahead and just lean that a little. Like that. We did have enough. Yay! Alright. His nose we're going to do black. Yeah. So I'm using the one that is a PC17K. They're one of the bigger Posca markers. And I want this to dry well because we're going to kind of be shadowing that a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint my tail, but I may not be using it. So let me get my white. Because I'm thinking of adding a different tail. Let me make sure I've got this the right side. No, I didn't. See that? There we go. Now his paws, they will need to be gray. And I went to clean the paintbrush and I shouldn't have. I should really add this paint puck to my descriptions because I really like this one. The paint doesn't stick to it because it's silicone. I should have put my painter's tape on the table to kind of hold that in place. There we go. Hey Tiff, how are you? No problem. All right, so this one, let's see. I kind of want to use my green paint. The spring green. Actually, yeah, I think we're going to paint it with this, and then we're going to go over it with the darker. Thank you. There we go. I don't think I've opened this one before. Yep, I have. So, I'm using the little angled brush. Get into these corners. I'm going to go ahead and bring you down so you'll be able to see better. And with this, it might be better to get it dry first, because then it doesn't really get in those slots. It may be a little harder to get it on, but it really does a good job of keeping those areas darker. All right. So we're going lighter to darker with this. Right. So while we're letting that dry, we're going to go ahead and do our carrot. And again, we're going to go lighter on the bottom. The angle brush is going to give you more control. Getting closer to the other paint area. Now this area here is going to get covered up. So if you go over the line, hi Marcia, how are you? Thank you. I'm trying to dry brush it on so we end up leaving most of these darker, because it is a carrot. Okay, so we've got our lighter on. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take some of this. But I think with this, we're going to go ahead and use And I think I'm going to go ahead and mix some of this. I'm going to mix some of the bottom coat and some of the top coat. Hey, hey, Toots, Toots, Maddie, tell her. Probably my husband on the phone. Madeline. Wait. See what this looks like. It was a little too pinky, so I wanted it kind of toned down some, but darker than what we've got on there. So again, I want to dry brush it or use a paper towel. You know what? I think this one will work. So didn't want it on there. See, this brush wasn't wet, so kind of liking it that it's dry. Like I said, it's a little bit harder to put it on, but you see, all we're kind of doing is putting it darker around the edges. So we're getting into a little bit of shadowing. And then I'm kind of going into the middle and dragging some through. There we go. Now, I think we're going to go with the darker green. I'm going to do some shadowing on the top of the carrot. Alright, now I want to go ahead again with a dry brush. And I want to get it really mixed into the bristles, but get it really dry too. I'm just going to slide it around here, and then we're going to pull it towards the middle. And we're going to fix this. Got a little bit on the carrot there. So sorry if that's obstructing your view. And we're going to drag it. Now, if I feel like I have too much, I can go back. Just put a little bit in there. There we go. Now, we're going to take, I think, some of the white. Put some of these in here. Didn't get enough on there. See, there's a lot of shadowing going on under there. Let's see. I can get some of that. A little bit of paint that went in there. I'm just trying to make the little slots more visible. There we go. Okay. Now, for this, I'm trying to find the smallest tip on my brush. See if I got a smaller one over here. This might do. All right. I'm going to pour a little paint over here. Not that much. Dang it. Go. Toots. Toots. Over here, lay down. Go ahead, lay down. Thank you. It's not what I wanted. So let's try something else. Tuts. Back. Huh. Back over. There we go. Go on. Try it on the paper first. That is definitely not going the way I wanted it to. So we are going to have to work with a smaller brush. There, this one. There we go. Oops. I like how that one turned out, but this one is not going according to plan. So we'll leave it like that. Hey, Monica. How are you? Your stuff's gone out tomorrow. Woo-hoo. I know you're excited. Just putting a second coat on its hands or paws, whatever you want to call them. And I think this could stand another coat on the front too, which wasn't what I wanted because we want to work on the front. So just go around the sides because most of it's going to be covered up anyhow. I think we need a little more. We're going to be using that bench again on Wednesday because my plan is to take this bunny and we're going to make some baby bunnies and then we're going to put them on the bench. You're also getting the free plate holder to go with that. Said to hubby, don't forget to make Monica's plate holder. That goes with the bench this month. Okay. All right. All right, so just gonna set in here. We could probably glue his nose on. Or before we glue his nose on, let's give him a little bit of shadowing around here. Okay, that's too much. So in that case, when you get too much on, you just take a wipe and get some of it off. That's what we wanted. Just a little bit. Rub it in. There we go. And we can take this, if we want, and we can put some dots. We need a really small paintbrush. That'll do. That's going to go there. I don't know if I have a real thin. I guess I don't. Okay, we need to add some rouge to his cheeks. So hopefully that's pretty dry enough that we can do that. And I think we're just going to go with this light pink. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that'll do. All right. So I'm going to put some out here. Go. Well, I can't get that to work tonight. Either get it too big or too small, or not circular at all. Well, I'm going to adjust that at a later date. We're going to put his nose on, put that in place. We also are going to color his eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do them black. this one. Better. There we go. All right. So I think we're safe. Go ahead and glue on his carrot. But before we glue on his carrot, I want to give him a little bow tie. So I think it's easier to do this before we put the carrot in place. So I think I'm going to tie it over here. There we go. I'm trying. We're trying to get a little more involved. I'm going to have to fix that one when it dries. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue the carrot down, glue the hands, cut that the other way, like that. All right. Now, what on this is hanging over? Okay. Sometimes I glue it to the edge, and you don't want to glue it to the edge. You want to leave enough that it's not past here. You want to leave it so you got room. That is too much. So we're going to slide some of that off. So all we got to do is fix that. But there's several things you could do for his tail. You could put a flower on his tail, but I think I'm just going to use a little bit of this yarn. Or I think I like this better. I do. I like that better. I think we're going to go ahead and use that. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. So we're going to get a little glue on here. Too much, of course. So you want to get some off. All right. Now the one thing we haven't worked on is his ears. So I thought it might be cool to take one of the bottom leaves off of this and put it on there. You won't know it. And I just thought that would kind of look cool on there. Don't you think? All right. This one is a nice one. I forget what kind of flower this is. It's a ruffled dahlia. But I thought that would kind of look cool on there. So I had to plug in my glue gun. Charge that up. I don't know. I think maybe because it's pointy, I'm going to round the tip. But I think I need to do some darker shadowing around that. This is a pewter gray. Try not to get everything in your line of sight there. I'm trying to go for a dry brush. And let's see. I think I'm going to try and make the whiskers a little darker. This is just the ticket to fall in that groove. Oh yeah. Alright, so the watercolor pencils work really good sharpened up and following that groove. See? Look at the difference between the two. That worked great. There we go. All right, let's get some pewter out here. Again, I'm dry brushing. I don't want it goopy. And since we're doing the ears, we might as well go right around. See, you can get more dimension there if you're dry brushing. A lot of times when I'm doing this, I'm in a hurry so I don't hold you guys up, and I thought, okay, I think it's time to kind of take more time in painting to give you some more instruction on shadowing. It's just a matter of wiping it out. And might as well get some shadowing on his hands, or paws. I'm just spreading it out. You're going back into the wet and pulling it out into the dry. And I'm using an angle brush on this because I can get more control with an angle. As well. Go down here too. Yeah, we got some up there, so we might as well just go up there too. There we go. Looks like a dirty bunny. All right. And you know what? We could probably take this and get closer to that line. All right, now we're going to go ahead and glue these down. And try not to burn ourselves. So I'm going to put some glue down the middle. And I'm going to use my pencil to kind of spread it out. Maybe I'll just put a little bit here and work it that way. Come back over here. There we go. And that flattened it out real nice, didn't it? Yeah. I think we're good. I'm just not sure if I'm going to take some white and dry brush a little over the dark. That kind of makes them look kind of hairy on the edge. You know what I mean? Like fuzzy, rabbity. Rabbity. Oh my gosh. Oh geez. Just didn't like its tail that dark. Too dark. When I'm all done fixing this, I probably will go back over and wax it with clear wax. Because I think that will do a really good job of keeping it real. I think it looks cute. It's just too much down there. So maybe we'll just put some dark in there too. There. Kind of lighten it. There we go. I think we're good. Let's see what he looks like on our bench. And then we will decorate the bench on Wednesday. I don't need this. I don't get any paint on there. I think it looks pretty good on there, don't you? Let me, there we go. How's that look? It looks kind of cute. Use some of this. I think he's a winner. Better get all these in here. That doesn't go in there. What do you think? That's better. Everybody leave me? Where'd you go? Wake up. Put the dishes down. Yay or nay? Which flavor? Thank you, Monica. I think it looks okay. Just have to fix that one thing. All right. Well, he's in our Goimagine shop. So, if you're looking for a bunny, and I thought this would really be cute with it too, as part of the table arrangement. I don't know if you remember, we did these last year. And I thought that'd be kind of cute. We have a big and a small. And I thought that'd be kind of cute down in front. And then kind of do something to the top. Or check out our bunny up there. That doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Yeah, I think he is. But we'll do it, like I said, an arrangement on Wednesday. And hopefully we have 3 storms coming in this week. So I'm hoping we get through Valentine's Day and it's not too bad. Keep your fingers crossed. All right, you all have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up and sharing. I really appreciate it.